to show you something stupid. So if you look right here, there's this pin pad. And this is the screen where it communicates with you. But then way over here is the pin pad that you got to type in. Because this pin pad doesn't work. So you look at this screen and you're like typing here. Or you're looking there, but then you got to like type way down here. I don't know who thought of that, but it's pretty stupid. Pretty cool today. I woke up and then I saw Clintus posted a vlog of like 10 vloggers you should watch, and he put me on the list. So super thankful. Thank you, Clintus. So my plan today is I'm gonna get something to eat. Maybe coffee, maybe not. No, I don't think I'm gonna get coffee today. But I'm definitely gonna get something to eat. And right now where I print is a complete mess. And I'm gonna try to like clean it up a little bit. And I'm thinking if I can print, okay, this is my thought. I really love making videos. I love documenting life. What I don't love right now is actually doing my work as far as like screen printing, graphic design, stuff like that. So I thought to myself, well, what if I make my work environment more enticing for me to film? What if I make my work area where you can film there and it didn't look like an eyesore? And I was thinking maybe I would make more videos of me printing. Maybe I would make more videos of the process or graphic design, things like that. So I believe that's my strategy for today. I'm gonna get something to eat and then I'm gonna attempt to do that. I have some stuff that I need to print and do. Hopefully I can knock that out, show you the process, I guess. And that's what today is gonna be. Let's see if I can make that happen. So I had two options right now. I could either go get breakfast or I could just wait till lunch. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna wait till lunch because lunch has way better options. If I go get breakfast, I'm gonna end up getting what? Like a bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast burrito. I could just make that at home. Well, I don't feel like making bacon, but I can make an egg and cheese burrito. Second thing, if I get lunch, the options are way bigger. I could have shredded beef, I could have tacos, I could have a torta. There's like so many other things. But I did stop and get a drink, and it's not the healthiest option, but it was the option I wanted. So when I came out here, I realized that I have some problems. There's these clamps that hold on to the press, and they're supposed to look like this. And they also connect to this thing called a hog clip or a hog ring, and it's like this. But what happens because of the tension, I keep on cracking them, and the springs end up breaking. I have all these springs that are broken. The scary thing about it is when they do break, the tip of it breaks off and then it just like ricochets. And my problem right now is I have 4 heads and each of them is broken. Well, I only have one working one, and I'm trying to piece together the parts from the broken ones to at least manage to make 2 that work. I bought the new springs and I have one here, but I didn't have this little piece. And it's so stupid. It's basically just a hook. But I tried to buy other things. I bought an S hook, and the tension completely bent the crap out of it. It's supposed to be like two sides, it looks like an S, and it completely flattened the piece of metal. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I could buy replacement parts from the manufacturer, but they want me to buy like 12 for like $100. And basically I just need these little rings. I don't know, maybe that's what I'll do. But for now, I'm gonna try to be innovative of sorts. Okay, so now I got both springs on. Now I have 2 functioning presses of the 4, which really sucks, but that's the best I can do for now. Okay, so let's see if I can explain this, what I'm gonna do. I laid down my art on the board. That way I can line it all up. I know where the collar is gonna be because I have like markings here. And when I put down the screen, I line up the screen. You could see where the artwork is. And I have this new ink. It's a black ink, and I'm gonna mix the ink a little bit so it's smooth, and apply some of this ink to the screen. So I have a misprinted shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and print on that just to make sure everything is right. So if you look, the print is okay. So this shirt is like, I created it maybe, I don't know, like 6 years ago, maybe even longer, maybe like 8 years ago. But for some reason, when I have them, I sell them. It just is what it is. Because if you don't know, 3rd Avenue, that's where my shop is. And I guess a lot of people have like, you know, local pride, which is cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a small run of these, and that's the plan. So there you go. So I don't know if I showed you this, but in order to know if the ink is dry, I got this little like infrared gun, and the temperature of the ink has to be 320 degrees. Far from it. So that just tells me that it's still not dry yet. But once it gets going, then you're straight and everything will be dry. But I don't know if you've ever bought a t-shirt and then all of a sudden like the print washes out or starts to crack. That has to do with improper curing. I ended up finishing printing those shirts, but I have other stuff I need to print. I have these tote bags. I have some shirts that I'm doing and some hoodies. I guess what you might not know is that a lot of times when you buy stuff in the store and you like support a brand, a lot of the bigger brands, they manufacture their stuff overseas and it's specifically built for them. But a lot of the smaller brands, they don't necessarily do that. A lot of them are using shirts, and I guess in the industry they're called blanks. And a lot of the smaller brands use blanks that are pre-manufactured for them for the sole purpose of them to decorate and create their brand with. So That's what I do for the most part. There are a few times that I've had things manufactured, but the reality of it is that you need to do pretty big numbers. So like if you're talking about a company like The Gap or Old Navy, stuff at Target, you know, that's all manufactured for them. But a lot of the other brands that you know of, maybe like surf brands or even cross training brands, things like that, a lot of them are using blanks. So that's why I have this big box of like shirts and hoodies and stuff like that, and they're not printed. Yeah, so that's how it works. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm gonna have to do the same thing tomorrow because I'm behind schedule. I got bored printing and I got hungry, and I didn't even leave to go eat because when I was gonna go eat, I felt dirty, went to go take a shower. Jared fell asleep, and now it's kind of like past lunchtime where I'm gonna ruin dinner. So I'll find a snack or something. But thank you for hanging out. Catch you guys tomorrow. Yeah.